So my husband told me that he's just really on a search for peace right now, and he just feels like being away from me and the family is what's helping him to stay at peace, and he just cannot be around me.
I'm a strong, independent woman that doesn't need no man, okay? I just want one.
I think why all of this men not approaching women content is popping off is because deep down, we're literally collectively all so lonely.
I am genuinely so tired of being single.
I'm so fucking tired of being single. I'm 24. I've never dated anyone before, and I never dated. I've never even held hands with a man.
I'm a strong, independent woman that doesn't need a man until I have car problems. And then I'm immediately.
So my husband told me that he's just really on a search for peace right now, and he just feels like being away from me and the family is what's helping him to stay at peace, and he just cannot be around me. Now, if this is something that your spouse has said, I need you to understand, number one, that what they are feeling, what they are seeking is a counterfeit peace, and number two, they are not trying to find peace, they are actually running from shame. Because of course you feel at peace when you're running from the very thing that's going to hold you accountable.
I'm a strong, independent woman that doesn't need no man, okay? I just want one. Because they're kind of cute and they smell good sometimes and they pick up heavy things,
Funny how peace suddenly becomes a problem when a man stops tolerating constant stress. Maybe he's not running from accountability, maybe he's escaping chaos disguised as love.
Not approaching women content is popping off is because deep down, we're literally collectively all so lonely. And I know a lot of you on this app won't want to admit it, but it is very isolating to be just like, I'm done dating. I'm done with approaching people. It is not normal to not crave connection because humans are wired for connection. And I think there's so many reasons as to why we're all struggling to approach and to be approached and to create authentic, genuine relationships in the real world. Technology, COVID, XYZ, you name it. But I went to a talk last night hosted by my friend about the loneliness economy that we're living in, and it just baffled me. Literally every single person is struggling with.
Now everybody wants to cry about loneliness after men checked out for years, men got mocked, rejected, used, and replaced. Now suddenly connection matters. Too late, a lot of men already found peace without.
I'm genuinely so tired of being single. And I get it, don't get me wrong, being single is so fun. I've been single for how long? I get it. But I'm tired. Wrap it up, get in bed. I'm sick of it. I don't want to do this anymore. How many L's do I have to take? How many more L's do I have to take is what I should say. 2 or 3, I could do that. 5, 6, I don't know. Should I give up? I don't know. Let me know.
I've never been in a relationship at all. I've never had a boyfriend, never. And I'm thinking to the other people in my life who do have girlfriends, boyfriends, partners. And I was thinking, why them, but why not me? Why did they get to be loved, but I don't? Is there something inherently wrong with me where I'm unlovable? Is that just a thing? And it's I'm not looking at other people as a definition or as an indicator of how lovable I am. If other people love me, am I lovable? Maybe you're just not around the right people and that's why they're not loving you. Or maybe God or the universe or Steve isn't going to send you a million fuckboys who are just going to cheat on you and make you feel like shit. Maybe the universe is being kind to you by keeping you single for as long as he has, and then he's just gonna randomly just shove the love of your life in your life. That's what I think is gonna happen to me. I think one day I'm just gonna wake up one day and then there's just gonna be this random guy in my life and he's gonna be my husband. That's probably gonna date and marry my first boyfriend.
Men have been hearing I don't need a man for years. Now reality hits, and suddenly being single feels unbearable. The truth is, good men stop volunteering to be emotional punching bag.
I'm so fucking tired of being single. I'm 24. I've never dated anyone before, and I never dated. I've never even held hands with a man. I'm tired of having to be independent. I'm tired of having to do everything by myself all the time. I'm tired of having to bring all the groceries up from the car by myself. I'm tired of having to always cook for myself because it's just me. So if I don't cook, I don't eat. I'm tired of having to go and do cool and fun things by myself, and I can do it by myself because I've always done it by myself. But it would be nice to have a partner to go out to lunch and dinner with and try all these new experiences with and go to the farmer's market with, and not having to do everything by myself all the fucking time. I am constantly alone. It's constantly just me. If something happens, the only person I can rely on is me because there's no one else there.
Men have been living like this for decades with nobody caring, carrying everything alone, fixing everything alone, suffering alone. The difference is men learn to adapt instead of blaming the world.
Independent woman that doesn't need a man until I have car problems. And then I'm immediately humbled. Like boyfriend, dad, random man on the street, somebody please help me, I'm just a girl.
I can finally admit I'm just a relationship type of girl. I'm a lover girl. I like being in relationships. And sometimes people try to make you feel bad about being in a relationship all the fucking time. Oh, you don't know how to be by yourself. You need to take time to learn yourself. You need to do this. You need to do that. Some people, like myself, I like being in relationships. And it's not like I'm in a new relationship every fucking year. I be in relationships for years. I love love. I think that the end goal for life is to find your partner, create your family with them, and go about your life. Bro, I am done trying to do the whole, I need time to myself, I need this, you need, no the fuck you don't. Go get in a relationship. You want to get in a relationship. Eventually that's the goal for everybody. Everybody, regardless of how you feel about it, you want love. You want to find love. You want to find the love of your life. You want to start a family. You want to.
So after years of I don't need a man, now it's actually I want love, family, and a partner. That's what men were saying the whole time. Reality always humbles the modern mindset eventually.
Men are happy being single. They're definitely enjoying it more than they used to before, and because I see it, you know, it's gotten harder to date, you know. Lately men are very satisfied in their lives without women working a lot, or if they're not working, then they'll hang out with their friends, with their kids. Well, with their kids, it's a given, but they're happy being, if they're not married, they're happy being, you know, bachelors and having their own space and not having to commit to anyone. So yeah, this wasn't the case before, but this is what it is now.
I really hate being single. And I really mean that. I really hate it. Because I'm going to bed, baby. It's finna be cold. I'm going to bed and my bed is empty. My bed waiting for me. Nothing in my bed waiting for me. My bed is waiting for me and I'm waiting for my bed. Oh, no.
Men realize peace, freedom, and stability feel better than stressful modern relationships. Once a man builds a calm life without drama, it's hard to convince him to risk it again.
I get asked all the time, how have you been single forever? How have you never had a boyfriend? Why? What's wrong with you? There has to be something wrong with you. First of all, I hate people say that because it makes me feel like shit. But I've been doing a lot of self-reflection on that, and it's because I'm a hyper-independent person, or at least I'm self-diagnosing that to be my problem. Hyper-independence comes from trauma, but not even just trauma, just getting let down or, you know, abandonment. A lot of times kids that had parents that got divorced at a young age, where there was a lot of drama that didn't involve them, where they had to kind of figure things out on their own, when a parent dies, things like that, which were all part of my childhood, definitely affect how you grow up. And for me, it's always just kind of been
shocked nobody can get close. A lot of men are done chasing emotionally unavailable women who call it independence. I've been single my entire life. I'm going to be turning 42 in August.
I'll be turning 42 in August, and I've never had anybody love me or desire me or want to be with me. And I have so much love that I feel like that is inside of me with nowhere to go, because it can't transfer to friends or my family or my parents, because it's something separate, it's something different. And I've gathered all of this love since I was in high school, and then it just sits there and it eats me alive sometimes. And I'm bringing this up, oh my gosh, I just slammed my hand off of that. Sorry, I'm bringing this up because I'm lonely and sad and the world is hard and horrible. And I was thinking this morning that no one's laid next to me in bed. I've never had the comfort of someone's arms around me. When I've had difficult moments, I've gotten through them by myself most of the time. Now I have a beautiful family of brothers and my mother and my dad when he was alive, and I love them. I'm grateful for them. But there's something different about having somebody that's there for you, next to you, with you, and it's a different kind of loneliness if you've been single all of your life. And I know that there are people who get this. There are people who follow me that get this. But I was thinking about it in terms of just bigger worldly issues as well. the fear of the world and the difficulties that we are seeing. And again, this is minuscule on the level of what some people are facing.
No one is talking about how if you live in this economy, this day and age, and you are single and you pay all your bills yourself, don't have no help, you a badass. Because, baby,
Society sold women a fantasy that career independence and endless freedom will replace love and family. Now decades later, reality hits hard because no amount of independence warms up an empty bed.
Okay, but honestly speaking, most of the women that are saying this don't really deserve much. Like, you guys are not a catch. You're living in this delusional world and you think that you deserve the world. You expect men to settle for you. And just because you have these unrealistic expectations and standards, why the hell should men settle for you when they actually deserve a whole lot better? And that's the reality, and that's why men are walking away from dating. Men just don't care to put in the effort anymore. Men are not going up to women anymore because men don't want to settle either. The funny thing is, men are actually more realistic about their expectations. Women are not.
People always like, why are you single? Why you don't have a boyfriend? Like, why da 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 da. But they don't realize it's so easy to have. Like, it's so easy to have a boyfriend. But the kind of boyfriend that I want, baby, I don't think they want me. And the ones that want me, I don't want them at all. So I'm just at this in-between stage where I'm just minding my business, and everybody's minding everybody's business. No, everybody's minding their own business. I hope so.
The problem isn't that one gender deserves more, it's that dating became a fantasy list instead of reality. When expectations don't match value on both sides, people stop choosing each other altogether.
Finally, time to discuss the female loneliness epidemic. Because I know the men have had their own thing, and I'm not here to talk about that. I'm not a man, right? But I will say that the men are more built for it than us. We are not built for this shit, ladies. We don't know how to be alone. These men have been bottling up their emotions and not sharing them with anybody since they were 6, 7, 8 years old. Some of us have never done that. We've always had someone to talk to, a friend, a family member, a significant other, something. And it seems like in 2025, the girls are running out of options because the dating market is terrible. Y'all are literally making fun of girls that are in happy, healthy relationships, saying that having a boyfriend is embarrassing, miserables. And then y'all also don't have any friends because anytime somebody reposts something that you disagree with, oh, that's how you feel about immigration policy? You're not my friend anymore. Now y'all don't have any freaking friends. Like, it's not gonna end well if your requirement for somebody to have a relationship with you is that they have to be on the exact same page with you 100% of the time. No one is. We are all people with our own thoughts, feelings, emotions, and ideas. And if you don't respect that in another person, then of course you're gonna be by yourself. There's no one else that's going to fit that mold. I'll have to learn healthy communication skills. You have to learn healthy relationship skills. Go to therapy if you need to, do something. But if you are sitting at home right now and you don't have 5 friends that you can call, no man, and your family members just don't get you, I promise the only common denominator in all of those scenarios is...
See, they're never going to admit this because it'll go against the sisterhood. It'll go against their entire narrative that they're trying to push and make people believe that they're okay with being alone. When we all know that y'all not okay with it, because if you was, you would have no need to go to a singles event. You wouldn't even care about a singles event because you would be too happy with your peaceful single life. You'd be too happy with that. But they're not going to get on here and admit that they're tired of having to work 2 or 3 jobs just to still not be able to pay your rent. I saw a girl on my timeline just the other day talking about how she ready to take herself up off the earth because she working 3 jobs and still can't pay her rent and about to get evicted. She showed the eviction notice and everything. Like I said in the other video, it's an influx of women living in tents, cars, vans, trying to pass it off as car life. No, y'all are just broke and can't afford to live and ain't got sense enough to just...
This isn't a female loneliness epidemic, it's a social isolation problem. When dating standards, politics, and social circles become rigid, people cut themselves off and end up alone by design.
I'm absolutely convinced that men don't actually want relationships. Like,
who could really blame them at this point? Think about all the things men have been told in the past few years. They get told they're disgusting if they look at women a certain way, and then they get criticized if they don't. They're not supposed to hold the doors open because women are equal and can open it themselves, but yet they're inconsiderate if they don't hold the door open. They get told that masculinity is toxic, and then women ask where all the good men are. The real question is, if one is finding that men don't want a relationship because of one's own personal experience and the experience of people that one knows, perhaps it has more to do with you.
You men do realize that women are choosing to stay single, they're choosing to be single than actually being single. I have a lot of men on my TikTok comment and they're like, oh, where's your ring? Oh, where's your boyfriend? Oh, where's your husband? Y'all, I choose not to have one. It's not because men don't try to talk to me. It's not because men aren't in my DMs. It's not because men don't want to take me out. It's not because men don't want to marry me. I'm choosing. I'm choosing to be single, and I'm choosing not to have a man because it's embarrassing. Literally having a man right now is quite literally possibly the most embarrassing thing you could do right now. Like, it's kind of like an extracurricular activity or like a hobby you don't really want. It's like, why? And I think it's so funny how men are so quick to hop on this app like, well, you're not married. Why would I want to get married to someone who's going to cheat on me? Every single person that I know that is married, about to get married, or in a relationship is either getting cheated on or literally miserable, and misery loves company and they just stay together. Does not sound fun. Literally, you're not selling me on the product at all. I choose to stay single because my expectations are not going nowhere, okay? My expectations are honestly still in the fucking gutter, to be honest, but I have self-worth and self-respect, so therefore I'm going to stay single because why would I just get a boyfriend because everyone's telling me to get a boyfriend and then have them treat me like shit and cheat on me? I'd rather just be single and do my own thing. But I just think it's hilarious how men like come on here and they're like, oh, well, you don't have a man. Yeah, I don't want one. I don't want you. I don't want one. Having a man is like having a child. I don't want to take care of anything. I don't want to take care of you. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to listen to you just run your mouth about how you're going to do all these things for me and then don't. I'm single because I want to be, not because men don't try to hit on me. And I want to make that very
I choose to be single. Stop sounding powerful when it turns into a long speech about why nobody is good enough. At that point, it's not empowerment, it's just frustration trying to sound like control. Anyway, that's enough for today. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, and stay tuned for the next.